Welcome to today's video. We are going over the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers playbook breakdown here, and this playbook is extremely deep. If enough people request it, we will do a part 2 because it is that good and that much stuff to go over. We're going to focus on three primary formations today: the Y trips, the bunch open tight end, trips tight end offset weak. But I have to tell you, the Power I Hulk, one of the toughest running formations in the game to stop. And then they also have the best 5 wide sets, 3 quad sets out of there that makes it extremely tough if you are a 5 wide spread them out type of player. You have bunch quads open, empty quads halfback, and 5 wide receiver. So bunch of great plays in there. Do me a favor, if you guys enjoy the playbook breakdowns, the gameplay tips, scheme of the weeks, and our live streams, go check us out on the Discord. I'll leave the link in the description. Fastest growing community here at NCAA 26 on the YouTube channel. We're getting on the Discord, so any Q&As, we have those weekly, and I'm trying to get back to people as much as possible so we can keep putting out quality content. Also, check us out on Patreon. You can become a free member over there. We also have ebooks and stuff on that channel, so appreciate you guys about the support. Let's jump into the video here and these three formation breakdowns. Our first formation we're going to take a look at here is bunch open tight end, and this can be ran to the wide side of the formation, being on the hash. It is very good, but it does not necessarily, you can run this regular as well. But let's get into what I believe are the best plays. And right away, you're going to look at Y trail here. And the only thing you ever want to do on majority of these pass plays, you're going to put your X tight end here on this corner route. And eventually I'll respot the ball over here and show you why. Play is fine just like this. Every route is going to be available to you here. So we're just going to take a look here. Set hike. And get a good pass lead. And this tight end here against man, it is absolutely going to fry man coverage. And against certain zones, it will actually get out there very quickly as well. And then you move your eyes over here to the drag underneath. Drag will always usually be your first read. And then the good thing is you have this trail route coming right behind it from A. And you see A against almost every single zone gets into this nice little soft spot here that you can throw to. Y is just going to be your check down route if everything is kind of bagged up. And then you will also have this post here against certain zones that is just going to get right in a nice little pocket for a intermediate throw downfield that could possibly be a touchdown. And they said last time here, just kind of show you check down here. They played man coverage, they kind of took it away, but again, it's just your last read that you guys want to be able to go to. Now let's respot the ball real quick and just show you just a few reps here of this tight end corner route. And you're going to see it'll get it underneath a few different zones. It's going to really stress the sideline here. And just kind of drop back here. And you're able to pass lead that down and away. But again, we're just looking at here, this X. And you see, I mean, they had a bracket coverage. We ended up dropping the ball, but it's not a dangerous throw. He's open majority of the time here. Now he's beating a cornerback. And, of course, we sailed the throw one last time here. And then here they actually did a good job here taking away in cover 2, which is fine. That's when you go to your other routes. But this formation is going to be really making these people respect trying to play cover 2 or having their corner, and they're going to have to route commit outside to take away that particular route. Next play we're going to go to is Flood. Now, Flood, again, you could do the same thing. You could put him on this corner route. If you do that, I like putting the running back on a Texas route. So, again, kind of reads are going to be the same here. Again, pass lead down and outside for about 10-yard catch. And then now you get your running back involved here in the game with a little Texas route for about 5 yards. But anyway, so again, you see the importance of that. Now, if you want to mix it up, you can keep this X on this in route here. Still put your running back on a Texas if you want. What I like to do is put him on a table, and I'm actually going to put RB here on this flat. So I still have the flood concept going to the right, but Y is going to get over there a little bit later. And here they're going to go, man, this is where you're going to hit the corner route. Again, you got good route runners in that slot position. That's what you're going to take away. And here, say here if we get a zone look. But you see right here, we're able to get 5 yards just throwing it quickly to the flat. Versus if we were already running it to the short side of the field, he may not get that because the hard flat or the cloud flat will be playing down to take it away. Um, Again, and then also, if you want to keep this the exact same, I'm going to put Y here in Texas, but I'm going to put this guy that was initially on the flat route on a zig so he doesn't get to the flats right away. And sometimes against man, it can be a little pick route. Against zone, because he's not going directly to the flats will kind of push back a little bit, and it will allow a nice little throw, something like this here in this zone. And you see we're still able to get about 5 yards. So Flood is going to offer you a few different variants and easy reads to get big yards down the field. Fake screen verticals. Fake screen verticals is another good play to here complement this. And you don't have to do anything, but if you want to do something, again, I wouldn't mind maybe putting my running back here on a hook curl or putting him on a sideline route onto the tight end side. So you're going to have your tight end corner with your running back, and then, of course, if they play any kind of drop back zone, you have this smoke screen here that is going to be good for a couple yards. But then, of course, you do have your running back here on this out route. And assuming he doesn't get caught up on the line like that, you have an ability to take this for a couple of yards. So I'm going to put the running back here on a curl right here. But now you have these options where you have A. And you see A is just absolutely going to fry man. But you see here, we've shown you A. We've shown you the smoke screen, Y, and, of course, X here. Again, so this tight end, assuming you have a quality tight end that's going to not drop the ball on easy open passes, again, you really see fake screen vertical is going to also do a very good job of complementing here this play. Next, we have dig return. Dig return here. Now, I'm actually going to put this tight end on a drag. You can put him on a slant as well. Bunch of good things here because now we've been running this tight end on this corner route the whole game. Is now you have this other stuff coming over to the opposite side of the field here. We have the flat. You'll have the zig here from B. Again, nice little open area in the zone. You get about 5 yards there. And then here is the tight end. Like I said, this is where the tight end is going to be really nice in this formation because he just gets across so quick. So, again, it's a change of pace of what we've been using him on. And then here, again, you have your in route. They kind of match up to it because nothing was coming underneath from left to right. So, again, easy play this dig return. Bunch open tight end is probably one of the most underrated and best bunch formations in the game. And then, of course, you have this peak wide receiver screen and the alert bubble. So, bunch of good stuff in here that you can use. Also, Z spot, halfback draw. This is probably the deepest formation here in this Western Kentucky playbook. Next formation we're going to jump into here is trips tight end offset week. Really good formation. Lines these 4 receiving options on the left side, so it's really going to throw off and negate match coverage. If people are running that a lot on you, we're going to jump into the best play, which is verticals. Again, does not lead a lot of adjustments here. One of the things I like doing is putting X here on a comeback. And so your read is really actually against man, the running back is going to win. B on the crosser can win, and X on the comeback is going to win. But against zones, RB is actually getting into a nice spot. You'll see like this, where he is just going to have a lot of opportunity to get a lot of big yards after the catch. And the main reason being is because all 3 of these routes on the left are vertical, so there's no routes threatening underneath here on the left side. So that's going to allow that running back to run underneath late and get huge possible yards later on in the play. So here again, and you see everything is pushed back. All those guys turn their heads from the defensive back's perspective. And again, here we're getting almost 20 yards here off a running back out route out of the backfield. So now moving on to the other routes here, right? Is if you know people are playing a lot of cover 3, things that nature that, which are wise, you're going to have abilities to throw that down the seam as soon as he clears that slot corner. Then the other reads here are going to be X on this comeback here. If we see there's no help or any kind of curl flats or anything deeper down the field on the sideline, this comeback is going to win every time. You just want to throw it at the top of his route. Now, the right side is more so B beating man. A on this tight end here, you see A gets nice little separation. You're able to pass lead it out. Reason is that corner, that safety is playing so far back that he's just going to have a chance to get very good leverage. So you see how all these routes are just doing something here as we get a pretty nice touchdown there. And then, again, we'll see if we get an opportunity here. I don't want to force the ball, but we'll look here at B or possibly Y here. And here, I kind of double pump fake there, pass that. He was wide open, actually, early. But see if we can get another look on it here. And here, we're able to blue throw that, get underneath here as we drop it. Again, which seems to be a theme here with Western Kentucky. So we didn't get any chance for the seam throw, but that's fine. Again, vertical's the easiest play that you want to come out and run. Next, a bunch of good plays in here, but the next one I want to go to is read Y corner. And the only difference I really want to make is I'm going to put X here on a comeback route, and I'm actually going to put Y here on a zig. Reason being, and I'm sorry, and then RB on a streak. Reason why I'm going to put Y here on this zig is because I want to see if the flats dive down right away. First, if I just put him in a flat route, he goes right to the sideline. Here, I'm going to watch the other zone plays, and I'm able to throw it there as we, again, double pump fake here, but we get 5 yards. As we come back to this again here, so you see the zig, and then again, I told you about the comeback. Again, if nobody is going to play up over there onto a curl flat, or if they're playing man coverage, that comeback is going to be there every single time. And then here in the middle is where we start getting creative or trying to make route to get these other guys open, right? So B, again, if they leave this open right away and it's zone, you're going to have this running back underneath like this. Again, that post from B is going to push the zones up, allowing you to throw this behind it. But in doing that, you're going to see here that we're going to create a problem here for the user in the middle. Are they going to stay with the post? Are they going to take the running back streak? Tight end drag. Here, they're going to go man. We have this drag, and we're able to get really good yards. So really love this read wide corner. Again, a bunch of easy stuff that you can do out of this to be effective. And then probably our last pass we're going to touch over here. You also have RPO pin alert bubble, but a middle slant, nice combination here. We're going to put B on this corner, but all these routes here are going to get across the field very quickly. I'm going to put X on this comeback, and then I'm going to put RB on this table route. So you're going to see here, we have the same high-low with the RB and the flat to the comeback route. Reads will remain the same there. And then you're going to have this drag slant corner. Again, all will go from right to left. Tight end wins. You get a good pass animation. Hopefully he'll rack catch it. And then you're going to have this drag gets across a little bit later here, because the slant is slant's going to be a good route as well. Just the only problem is that usually most users use the middle of the field, so he may not be quite as open unless he goes to trail the running back or take away that drag. So just be mindful that the slant, again, very good route. It's usually going to be our last option because users are trying to take those away. So, and then the last part of this particular formation is you have the different types of runs, right? Halfback power, inside zone, RPO pin alert bubble, RPO read bubble. So bunch of good things in here, and it makes trips tight end offset weak one of the best formations in this Western Kentucky playbook. Jumping into our final formation here in Western Kentucky, we're going to go into the gun Y trips. I'm going to show you exactly why this is so good and why I like it. Here is, we're going to start with the runs here. QB power, again, if you have a good mobile quarterback, QB power is always a very good run. You have the inside zone read option, a nice speed option. And I'm going to show you one of the things I like to do with the speed option here. I prefer this in short yard situations, but in certain situations, what I like doing here is I'm just going to keep it with my quarterback. I'm going to run straight up the middle and follow the hole here. You see I'm able to cut it up here, and I'm able to get almost 5 yards. Now, obviously, we fumble. We're not protecting the ball here, but I just want to show you guys some of the consistency here. Here I can actually do the pitch, as I was really just not holding turbo, just trying to find my lane there with the quarterback, because I was probably going to get at least a couple yards. Again, this isn't going to be a home run play, but you see here, terrible run stick there trying to cut back to the left. We're still able to get 5 yards. One last time here again. Now I can cut it back to the middle. Again, really when you do this, you really only should be expecting just a couple yards, something to get on short distance, something on the goal line. But I really like the speed option for that, and you can actually flip it to the other side using your right thumbstick to flip the play. Again, we talked about QB power inside zone. You have a read option. And then now we're getting into the pass portion, right? You obviously have an RPO read bubble, and you also have an RPO read wide pop. The read wide pop I like a little bit better because of the ability to throw this streak down the middle. I know one, for me personally, is I actually get caught on this quite a bit. But again, you're going to read the bubble first. The bubble's not there. You look at the pop, and then you're going to look at your running back here. You see the middle linebacker drops back to defend that tight end streak here. And so we're going to take a look here, see if we can catch the, and you see here, right there, you see that middle linebacker kind of dives down, allowing that tight end streak to get open. And then, of course, you have the bubble here. Get a nice little block inside. There's a slot corner. The P icon dives down. Makes it really easy, effective, and, of course, you can always just hand the. Now jumping into the actual more designed pass plays. Stick and nod are both very good in short yard situations here. I really like, so the one here that I like about the stick is this backside slant here. You're going to watch the left of end screen defensive end and the left of screen defensive tackle, that linebacker right in between them. We're going to watch him. If he drops in and tries to pressure, we're going to have this backside slant throw behind. If he drops back, we are going to shift our eyes to the right here. And A, you're going to see he's on an option route, right? So he is going to be, we're going to go from X to A is going to be our read here. You see that linebacker dropped down to pursue the quarterback or what he thought maybe a run. So we talked about the backside slant. Now we're going to look here on the right side of the field here. You're going to have A here on this option route, RB on the out, and we are just going to read that slot corner. If the slot corner does not get leverage and follows RB immediately, we're going to have A on this option route. If he does follow him, again, we're going to have just make the read here. We're able to hit this out route here for a couple yards. They played a cover two. Cover two is actually the one coverage that will play really well against this. Now it looks like the slot corner is coming down, so the RB and the A should both be open here. You see there is the blitz. Easy tell. Again, you're going to have the out route. And now we're going to see if we can get a look here at this A route on this option. Again, you see he's in man, so he's automatically going to run the out route. If we get a zone look, he is just going to stop in the middle. But, of course, they run man again. Again, so we're going to take a look here. There is the zone look where he just kind of sits in a nice little pocket in the zone for a nice couple yard gain. Again, really easy. This is a very good play to run in short yard situations, or if you're on the road, you don't need a lot of adjustments. You can get your quarterback's confidence and momentum rolling here. Stick and nod. Now, here's the one thing. I prefer to run this actually to the right hash. Normally, you want to keep your multiple receivers on the wide side. Here, I actually prefer to keep them on the short side. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put B on the comeback, Y on this flat, and really that's going to become a high-low on the right, and then you're going to have this high-low between the tight end and this return route. So we're just going to take a look here. I'm going to read the right side of the field first. We're going to watch, and we're able to break a tackle here. Probably actually wasn't the best read, but we're able to get a few yards there. You see, really is just trying to identify the defense. The other thing here with Y going out to the sideline is it actually allows this return route to come wide open like this. As you see the outside corner, the slot corner bailed in his cover 4 principle to go help guard on that return. So again, take another quick look at this. Here's a better idea of when this flat route is going to be open. And again, if you see that there's help underneath, what you can do is that's when this comeback route is going to be open. You see here, we saw that guy kind of come down. Comeback's going to be open to hit. And now you start working your way to the other side here, return route. Or you have this tight end here on this double move over the top. So again, very simple play, easy and effective, and you incorporate it with stick. It makes that little combination of plays really hard to stop, and you don't need a lot of adjustments. Now, slant sail is probably going to be my favorite play in the formation here. And the one thing I really like about this is I'm actually going to put B on this post. I'm going to stem him down. I'm going to put X on a comeback.
So what this is going to do is this streak and this deep corner on the right are going to push the deep middle zones up the field and allowing this stem down post to get open behind it. Here they run man, so we're just going to hit our check down in the flats and see if we can get our adjustment here. Stem down here. If we get a zone look, you'll see really how this comes across. And that's exactly what we're talking about right there. We might have even had the tight end open. Again, if users are going to leave that open, you'll be able to split that into seams, especially if it is a cover 2 look. Here again, and you see B just really comes flying across that field. And if the user's not there to take that away, it's just going to be like that. It's going to be a home run play or at very least a huge chunk yardage play. We didn't show the corner route. The corner route's going to get opening against man. But here's the other thing. Why corner? Again, very good play. The only adjustment I'm really going to make here is put B on a streak. Reason being, and you can put X here on a comeback if you want to. But A on this corner, and if you want to stem him down, you can stem him down. You're just going to watch here. He's going to get right into this little pocket over the zone, almost like a flood concept. You get over there. It's going to be very, very good and effective. And then you're going to have RB here on this little underneath route, kind of through that back shoulder there. It does a really good job against soft spots against zones, especially when users are trying to run over the field and switch stick or take a bunch of things away. And then, of course, you have your swing route to the running back here. Just for a check down again, they're playing over the top coverage, they're playing deep. It is going to be there for you. And then X comes into play, again, if they're not playing any help. Here, we're just going to go to this corner route here. As they look like they had a double team on the left side. But again, reads are super simple, and this wide trips is just crazy efficient here. And the very last play we're going to take a look at here is drive. Drive, again, super easy concept. You really don't have to do anything here. If you want to put Y here on a table route, you can do that. He's going to be your check down. I like this levels concept coming across the middle between RB, A, and then you have your comeback. RB and A are going to be your man beaters. Same with the comeback. Comeback should be wide open here. If not, we will take our reads. Yep, to one-on-one coverage. Top of the comeback route. Possession catch. Easy play. Gun wide trips in Western Kentucky's playbook. One of the better formations. Make sure we're adding this. Go dominate with the Hilltoppers playbook.